What it do to all of my motherfucking free game people out there, man. To all of my goddamn FMB people out there. Now today, I have something that I was thinking about and I wanted to share with y'all. I was watching a movie just now. I was just watching a movie called, I think it was called Hurricane. It was about the story of Rubin Carter, who was wrongfully convicted. He went to jail for a super long time and all this, and that. But at one part of the movie, he says that hate put me in jail and love is gonna get me out. Now, that sent me on a tangent of thoughts. And it put me on a tangent of thoughts about love. And then I started thinking about like loving someone. And then what it brought me to, and this is completely unrelated, I just was giving y'all a little backstory. What it brought me to is the fact that most of us, especially in today's world, we try to protect ourselves from love, protecting our soul from love. So we bury it deep within stoicism and trying not to care, or trying to be heartless, cold, or do things that will protect our souls. So we protect our souls by leading with our egos, right? And we basically bury ourselves. Essentially, we bury ourselves within ourselves. And the only way that you ever truly experience love and experience your soul in its fullest is when you are loving another person, or when you are participating in whatever craft or whatever art that is your art, whatever is your form of creativity, is the only other time that you then express and show your soul, essentially, right? So through that, all right, my fault, my phone died, y'all. I mean, not my phone died, my phone ran out of storage. Motherfucker, I gotta get this message out though. But I learned that you only fully express and show your soul through love, which is either loving another person fully and unconditionally, or through your art, which is through your creativity. You know what I'm saying? That's how you show your soul, essentially. Because most of the time, especially in the world that we live in today, based off of ego, pride, and all these things, we live in a world of trying to protect, guard, and bury your soul under these ego things that essentially keeps us protected from feeling the pain of someone not appreciating, loving, or understanding our soul. And then what that brought me to is, and where that comes in a problem and where that hurts us is that kills your creativity, and that's how you lose that part of yourself, is because you bury it. And that's what, it's a story in the Bible about that, where there was 3 men and God gave the 3 men gold. One of the men buried the gold. One of the men I think he like used it or some shit and bought something else, and then the other man multiplied it and made it bigger. The 2 men that misused it, which is the man who buried it and the man who lost it, or whatever the fuck the other dude did, he took it away. You know what I'm saying? But the man who multiplied it, he gave him more. And I believe that's the story of what God gives your soul, whatever creativity God gives to your soul. Okay, I see. I'm doing everything to get this out. My phone keep running out of storage. It don't make sense because I keep deleting shit, but it keeps saying I'm running out of storage. So I don't know what it is, but I got to get this out because I feel this. So, like I was saying, nigga, as you grow, right, and as you see how they trying to, you know what I'm saying, phone trying to get me off my message, nigga. But yes, like I said, I believe that story about the 3 people who God blessed with gold is about the creativity that God gives to your soul, or the Creator gives to your soul, or your purpose. See what I'm saying? And as you bury your purpose in egotistical things, or things that's satisfying to the flesh, that's where your gift can be taken away from you. It's the ones who multiply their gift and who spread their gift, and that's spreading your gift through love. And art is love, my nigga. That's you. The art is love itself, because it's you. It's how you put your imprint on the world. It's through your creativity. Creativity is the pathway to everything, almost. You see what I'm saying? That's the biggest goal of a lot of the things that they do to us, is to kill your creativity, to kill that spark that's within your soul, to stop you from inspiring others, from inspiring yourself, and from changing the way things are seen. Creativity is the way, is what I'm starting to learn through with myself. Because, nigga, when you be creative, when you create something, whatever your creativity is, when you love somebody else, is when you feel the most intense experiences in life. You know what I'm saying? Love is pure and unconditional love is an unexplainable feeling. Just as much as having that creative flow is also another unexplainable feeling that you cannot explain, but it's something that's like a deeper connection to something that's greater than yourself. See what I'm saying? But a lot of people stop themselves from feeling that. You know, some may stop themselves from being creative because they find that creativity is not helpful or purposeful to the bigger picture of what they're trying to do with their life, and they thinking that, you know, that may not lead to their success, which their success may be, you know, in their mind, success may be to them is just making money, making a whole lot of money, you know what I'm saying, having a family, you know, having a family, you know what I'm saying, taking care of their people, this, and the third. That's what they measure a success may be, so their creativity may not fit in that frame. But I'm understanding that that's one of the biggest points of us being here, is for creativity, is to experience and to imprint your soul on the world. I feel like for the longest time, I was always trying to think, how can I change the world? What things do I need to do to change the world? But it isn't necessarily what things you need to do and what you need to look for. It's this, through you being yourself, per se. And I don't mean like being yourself, that's such a broad statement, but it is through that authentic vibration that you put out is how you influence the world, and that's how you influence the collective. You see what I'm saying? It's through your creativity. That's what I mean when I say be yourself. It's through your creativity. Whatever creativity God gave you within your soul, whether that be music, whether that be talking, whether that be any form of creative art that you can think of, is by you using that is how you influence and change the world. So in that story of those people who was given the gold, the reason that God gave the person who multiplied it more is because he used his creativity and he made it bigger. And that is what God wants us all to do. See what I'm saying? It isn't about the idea of financial gain. Finances will always come when you lead with your soul. When you move with your soul and your creativity, the finances will find you. All the finances is just a placeholder for those things. That's what it always is. You know what I'm saying? But we all have different forms of creativity. And at the moment, in the space that we live in now, in the world that we live in now, a lot of us are burying that. We are burying our creativity. A lot of us are being the man who buries his soul. And then when you bury your soul, you lose it. Because then you forget who you are. You forget where you place this. Because it's buried under so much ego. It's buried under so much fleshly desires. You know what I'm saying? And you will find that at some point you won't be able to unbury it. You know? It is very, very important to understand these things. And I'm starting to just understand it. I'm just now getting the gist of this shit, because for so long I couldn't understand. I couldn't truly understand it. I felt like I was finding myself being very lost in trying to figure out what's the importance, or how do I affect the world in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? But it's really through love, bro. And it's and love is not just as simple as loving somebody else. Love is also loving somebody else unconditionally, is loving yourself unconditionally. And then and through loving yourself unconditionally, you will love your soul, you will love your craft, and then you will imprint it onto the world, which then will inspire others to do the same in their own way, whichever way that may be for them. You see what I'm saying? And that's powerful. That is a very powerful thing that not everybody will be able to get, not everybody will be able to understand. But no matter what, if you're doing it in a way that is beneficial, not even necessarily beneficial, when you do it in a way that's real, it will always work. Every single time. You do what is authentic to your soul, whatever your gift is, whatever that is, it will always work. No matter the timetable, that shit will always work every single fucking time. You will change, you will affect the world in some way every single time, because it's art. You know what I'm saying? And the greatest parts of life is based off of art, and that's why they do their best to take that away from us. They want to take that part of us away. They want to kill your soul, because that when you are that way, it's harder for you to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many other things that I'm fully haven't even understood myself of why that is so important, but I feel the importance of it. I thought they trying to get out this door. This door right here, you're not supposed to go out this. I see them trying to get out, but it's a big ass alarm that's gonna go off as soon as they open this bitch. But I'm sitting here recording this video for y'all. But yes, y'all, that shit is real important. Creativity. Find your creativity. Use it. Spread it through the world, man. And do it in a way that is so real to you. It feels like the only right way to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to do it, because you may help me out through your creativity. You might inspire me to do something, and I may inspire somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. I need you just as much as somebody else may need you, or you may see that you need me if you do need me through my creativity. We need each other. Our creativity is the key. You know what I'm saying? To that. It's the key to something. I couldn't even tell you exactly what it's the key to. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to tell you that it's the key to life, because I don't necessarily know what the keys to life is. But that part of it, I don't know why that's so important, but I know that shit is overly fucking important, and it feels important. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to just give y'all no woo-woo shit where I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, mystify you with some big words and some, you know, some Bible talk. I ain't trying to do that, but it feels right. So I want to tell y'all, just because I just was able to, you know, I feel like I was able to connect some dots with myself. So I want to share it with y'all. So, you know, I appreciate everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out and watch the whole video if you stayed to the end. You know, I love y'all, man. Take care of yourselves, man. I'm out of here.